What's up everybody, welcome back to One More Guitar. Thanks for checking out the video. I feel like I just saw you guys. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, hit the like button. So today this is basically part 2 of my PRS SE Silver Sky review, and what we're going to do in this video is we're going to compare this guitar to my American Professional Stratocaster. Now we'll caveat that by saying that this is a USA made guitar and it may have a few higher end components in it, but it should still provide the Stratocaster experience so we can compare it against the Silver Sky. So let's dive into this. So what I want to do first is compare the way these guitars sound. I thought we'd have some fun with this today and do it as a blind challenge. So I played through the pickups on each of these guitars back to back, and I want to know if you can figure out which one is guitar A and which one is guitar B. So let's check it out. Alright, so do you think you know which guitar is which? Let's go over the results. Guitar A was the Stratocaster, and guitar B was the Silver Sky. So let me know in the comments what you heard in the pickup comparison. For me, I feel like the Silver Sky pickups sound compressed when compared to the Stratocaster pickups. They have a really tight, narrow sound, but they don't quite have the openness that the Stratocaster has. I also feel like they don't get as wild when you dig in with your playing. They seem very controlled, and that kind of makes sense thinking about whose signature guitar this is. The biggest difference in sound to me came down to the neck pickup and the bridge pickup of these guitars. The neck pickup in the Silver Sky seemed a little weak compared to the neck pickup in the Strat, but the bridge pickup in the Silver Sky sounded a little more warm and rounded and less ice picky than what you get in a typical Strat bridge pickup. So there's definitely some trade-offs there. I don't think the guitars sound the same. I think this guitar has a unique voice, even though they look pretty similar. Now let's go over a few other differences with these guitars. The first thing I'll mention is the knobs. The knobs on the Silver Sky are a little bit smaller, but they have more of a ridge to them compared to the Strat knobs, and it really makes them good for volume swells. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Another thing you'll notice is that the Silver Sky has a bit of a carve on the heel joint here to give you more access to the frets. So that was something else that I thought was really good about this guitar. If we look at the switch tips on these guitars, you can tell that the Strat has a rounded off switch tip, whereas this one has a flat one, and it makes it a little bit easier to change your pickup position with this guitar. I mean, it's kind of trivial, but it does make a little bit of a difference, so that was kind of interesting. So I had to do a quick overdub of this part where I was talking about the trim system. You may have seen in the Silver Sky review that I found out late in the game that this guitar comes with an adjustment screw that allows you to set the height of the trim arm to whatever you want. I wanted to point this out because this is a feature that allows you to customize the position of your trim bar that a Stratocaster doesn't have. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing that's different on these guitars are the output jacks. You can see that this one has a domed output jack and this one is flat. Now, did that make any difference at all? Not really, but it looks cool, yeah. And another thing to mention is this guitar has the 6-in-a-line tuner, whereas this guitar has 3x3. So just another small difference to note. As far as the tuner tips go, these are a little larger on the Silver Sky, and because they're spaced out 3x3, they're a little easier to work with, I have to admit. And I like the way that the plastic feels. I didn't think I was going to like that, but I did. So in conclusion, I really like my SE Silver Sky. I think it plays great, and I think it has some features similar to a Stratocaster. However, I don't think it's a replacement for a Stratocaster. It doesn't do the same things well that a Strat does, but it does have its own set of perks. I think this instrument has its own unique voice, and it's just another tool that you can put in your guitar toolbox. Sometimes you need a flathead screwdriver, sometimes you need a Phillips. And that's the kind of difference that I see between these two guitars. So if you're trying to decide whether or not to buy this guitar, know that it will be just as familiar as a Strat, but it won't give you the same results, which could be good or bad depending on what you like and what you want. So that's pretty much all I got today. I really do appreciate y'all coming and hanging out and checking this out. Let me know in the comments what you thought about these two guitars and how they compared. And until next time, take it easy and keep playing.